once again, I'm minding my business and I get an energy that comes through. And it was basically just asking, like, are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring me? I'm trying to talk to you, like, why are you ignoring me? And the reason is because my attention is focused on something far greater than you. Um, it's not that I'm ignoring anyone. I'm just choosing not to be distracted, and that's fine. I'm allowed that, just like anybody else is allowed that. One thing that I'm just gonna cut right to it because I was gonna make a whole big old video, but I'm gonna cut right to what I'm feeling. One of the reasons why I think a lot of people are so eager to tell someone what to do with their life is because they want some of that too. So what I mean is, keep clearing my throat. I'm sorry, y'all. What I mean is, there are people on this earth that are gifted. There's a lot of people that are gifted, and there's a lot of people that use their gifts for bad, and there's a lot of people that use their gifts for good. The people that use their gifts for bad can see these good people. When they see those good people, they instantly try to figure out ways that they can extract their energy or extract their goals or objectives or what have you, whatever you want to call it, fit it how it goes. So they won't do this particular to people that have stuff going on. They'll just try to dim the light. But the people that they feel like is like low or unfortunate, I'll use unfortunate, those are the ones they flock to. Because they think that those people, a lot of those people are confused and lost and yada yada yada. Not realizing that some of those people that are like that actually know what the heck they're doing. Like they know. When these people are assuming and thinking for you and trying to show you stuff or what is it? I can't think of the word, but there's this thing that people will do where they're like it's like subliminal messages. Like they'll say little dumb stuff like say you're a person when you're anxious you tap or you shake your leg or something. And this person knows that you do this, and this is one of the things that they do to get under your skin. They'll just say like something like, "Oh, what is it with people who tap their legs and like or shake their legs and they know doggone well that you do that." That's a form of an attack. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. Um, the one clear thing that is working in my head is there was an example of a grandmother who was trying to get her grandson to pull up his pants. And so she got advice from a group, and the group was saying, well, you can always say it subliminally. So she tried it, and said she was in the car one day with her grandson, and she was like, man, I sure do hate it when young men sag their pants. And of course, the grandson knew that that's what he was doing. So he knew, like, oh, talking about me. Now, that obviously was to correct him because little boys and men shouldn't be sagging their pants. There's no reason for that's why you have pants on. But what I'm trying to get at is there's people that will assume that you don't have something, or they'll assume that you need this, so they'll go, oh man, it sure is nice to have such and such this. Or if they don't say it, they'll try to show it to you. That's the shit I'm talking about. Because you didn't even ask any questions. And these are normally people don't even know you. They didn't even ask a question. They didn't even ask what you needed, or, they didn't even ask questions to see about your life. They're just taking shit and extracting shit, which is why when people ask me questions, personal questions, most of the time I lie. Because, bitch, you're not finna use shit against me. And that's exactly why people sit there and try to be your friend, because they're trying to get information to use it against you. Because why? Eventually they're going to start pulling at your energy, grabbing your energy for themselves. So what they're doing is they're setting up a game plan for themselves through you. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to do this and do that, level yourself up so that way they can stick around you, so they can be that friend. And when you level up, baby, they finna level up too. But guess what? You finna go back down and they finna go up is what their object is. This is why you have to be careful who you surround yourself with. This is why you have to be careful your surroundings, your company that you keep. Because people are gifted in this way, manipulating in this way. Everyone is not your friend. You have to really listen to how people talk to you. A lot of people go by for action. Oh, well, you just don't listen to their words, look at their actions. You got to listen to their words too, child. And I say that because people can say one thing and mean another. So you have to listen to people's words. Like, you have to understand what they're saying. Comprehension. This is why I think a lot of people can't read. Because a part of reading is comprehension. You have to understand what you're reading. And maybe it's just me and my trauma, and I see far too deep into people, but I know that words they mean a lot. We try to keep that little nursery rhyme, oh, sticks and stones, we make me, that shit. No, erase that out your head, because words do matter. The reason why they taught kids that is because they didn't want kids to think about words and that the meanings behind words and what words really mean, which is why in English they switch around words. They give words different meanings and all that dumb shit. It's spell work, it's wordplay, it's spell work. And this is why I think people really, with y'all toddlers and young children, teach them how to read and the word and the meaning, the real meaning behind words. Like, you don't have to wait until your child gets to school to teach them stuff. Sorry, I'm cussing because I'm getting agitated. I'm trying not to cuss so much, but words do matter. You gotta pay attention. You gotta listen. You gotta pay attention. You gotta comprehend shit. And I'm not saying overthink everything, because that's probably just me again, because I overthink shit, because that's just how my brain is wired now. But I've been through a lot of stuff with people to know, and I've seen stuff, and then sat back and thought, like, dang, no, that's really what you meant when you said that the other day. Like, you wasn't trying to, you were trying to tell me something within something. Does that make sense? It's like that. So be mindful of the company that you keep. That people is trying to help level you up and trying to tell you you should do this, or maybe you should, like the advice giving people. Ugh, those type of people. It's always trying to tell you what you should do, because that's exactly what advice is telling you what you should do. No one on this earth has any room to give anyone advice, because whether or not you've been in that situation before, you're not in that particular situation. As like, that makes sense. Like, you can only suggest things in a way that, and it kind of is manipulation, but it's positive manipulation. So when you want to help someone and give them thoughts, you want to help guide them to think for themselves. You want to throw like little suggestions out, like suggestions, things that'll make them think on their own. So that way it comes from their mind, their own decision. You don't want to just tell them, no, this is what you should do. Because what if they turn around and do what you said, and then it fucks up everything? And some people know that. So this is why you cannot take advice from everybody. That's why you cannot keep everybody in your circle. If people want to give you advice, you don't always have to take it. Just, listen, whatever. Sometimes the advice is helpful for other situations or whatever. So I'm not saying ignore all advice, but you don't have to do it, is what I'm saying, because some people want you to do what they say in order to gain what you have. Keep that in mind.